Princeton Plainsboro Hospital, and this hospital is loosely based on the University Center at Princeton. This is the main set for House. And where there's a set, there are some set secrets. Between takes, Lisa Edelstein told us about the sweet secret that can be found in the hospital pharmacy.
I personally love the pharmacy. There's so many things here. How about I take some of these pills? Delicious. They're an RX for sweet tarts.
Once Hugh Laurie begins work each day, he completely drops his natural British accent and keeps his character's American accent all day long.
This is good.
I just find it easy to keep it during the day. And it's probably less annoying for everyone else. Actually, most other people don't even believe that I'm English, but then they don't believe that English people are English. They think that English people are just putting it on. It's all a big affectation, which is true. We're actually all French.
Doing a weekly TV show requires a lot of long hours, but here's a little secret about what the cast does between takes.
We were all obsessed with, I cannot say it right, but it's either Sudoku or Sudoku puzzles. Does anyone know how to say that right? Sudoku?
I think.
With the numbers?
Yes.
Hugh started us on it, and then everybody got really obsessed. And then we got in trouble, and now we aren't allowed to have puzzles on set.
They've been banned.
They've been banned.
When you're playing a doctor on TV, it's very important to sound like you know what you're talking about.
That is not TV.
That's where technical advisor, writer, and medical doctor David Foster comes in. Do you base a lot of these on, medical conditions or diseases that you've treated yourself?
Some of the cases and some of the things that happen are things that I have personally been involved with and have seen. Some of them are things that friends of the writers who are doctors may have seen.
The actors, when you have to teach them this lingo, I have to imagine, because it's like French to me.
Explains the tachycardia, which causes a pulmonary edema.
I mean, I would have the most difficult time. Is it hard to get the actors to learn the lingo?
The actors are all very interested in learning the lingo and in speaking and sounding like the characters that they play, like real doctors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, last night at 3 in the morning, metachromatic leukodystrophy wasn't coming out very easily.
And what does that mean?
I don't know. It just sounds fancy.
I can flip through a medical magazine and recognize a good, I reckon, 80% of the words now.
Really?
I don't know what they mean.
What?
But I recognize them.
Dr. Foster put me to the test with a medical lingo quiz.
The first one, something you may have have some familiarity with, given the work that you do.
Pharyngitis?
Pharyngitis, very good.
Ding,
very
ding,
good.
ding, ding. What is that?
Sore throat.
Oh, yeah, sure. Acutobonal.
Close. Acutabanol.
Oh, acutabanol. And that sounds ferocious. That sounds really bad.
That's really horrendous.
What is it?
I made it up.
Did you really?
Yeah.
After the break, packing on pounds and getting under the skin, special effects of the flesh. Plus, Hugh Laurie has no need for a cane, but he does enjoy trousers. And Lisa Edelstein out of the OR and back in school. Welcome back to inFANity House. Dr. House may not like to talk to his patients, but he does get inside. I mean, really inside. From infections deep inside the brain to mutating measles, they travel the human body like a roller coaster ride. Visual effects supervisor Ilan Soltz is the man in charge of getting under a sick patient's skin, but his job, well, it starts with teamwork.
We'll sit down and with the producers, the director, and the writer, we'll talk about sort of what they have in mind. Then we'll talk about, well, we need to shoot this, we need to shoot that.
The visual effects experts invent a lot of eye-catching shots for every trip through the human body. And some of those shots can really jump out at you, especially their signature move known as the crash zoom. Ilan, along with effects artist Kent Feeler, took us through the process of creating this unique effect.
On set, we have Cameron and Chase with our actor. They do a push-in. Chase very conveniently moves his hands out of the way. And what Kent does is he takes that footage and combines it with some stuff that we shot on our motion control stage, and then we'll stitch it together, sort of giving you a sense of going through all these different layers of fabric, flesh, muscle, all of this stuff to get to ultimately where it is that we're going to end up and see something oozing.
Also helping to create the amazing visuals for the show is makeup artist Vivian Baker. When she's not busy making cast regulars look their best, Vivian is working hard to make the patients look their worst.
People need to look like they don't feel well because, after all, they're usually dying at some point in our episodes.
So we've been washing this burn now with a scrubber and water for about an hour. And it's actually held up very well.
We had an episode called Heavy where we had to make a young girl quite obese, and that makeup was quite extensive. And it took 4 of us about 3 hours to do her face, her chin, her neck, and her hands and arms. So this is one of her little cheeks, as you can see, and it stretches and it looks like skin, and the reflection and the shine off of this really helps us in making it look real. So it would go on her face, somewhere like this. And our audience can judge this work, and that hangs over me to make it look as good as possible.
Okay, now it's time to go off the clock. Lisa Edelstein isn't a doctor, she just plays one on TV. But just because she can't save lives in the OR doesn't mean she can't make a difference.
Hi, inFANity. I'm Lisa Edelstein from the show House. And today I'm at the Robert F. Kennedy Elementary School in Compton. And we're doing a special day of reading to the kids. So I went book shopping for this interesting event, which is actually a really challenging moment. So I'm excited. What should we call him, they said. They brushed out his matted knots. Now he looks crazy. I'm really happy to do this. I love being around kids, and I love being able to inspire young people in whatever way that I can. I try to spend the time that I have doing things that actually mean something to me. So I'm trying to use that time wisely. And this just sounded like a really great way to spend a day. Who wants to sit here? Okay. Thank you.
When you visit your doctor, there's one thing you can count on. You're going to have some questions. But right now, the doctors of House are answering the questions, and fans ask.
Hi, my name is Vivian Fowles, but I'm from West Orange, New Jersey. My question is for Hugh Laurie. Do you use a cane in real life?
Vivian, in answer to your question, no, I do not use a cane in real life. I use almost everything else. I use shoes, trousers, all kinds of things that do actually appear on the show. I drink out of coffee cups, all kinds of things, telephones. But the cane is fake. It's not fake, it's a real cane, but I don't really need it. I'm pretty limber, I think is the word. But thank you for your concern.
Hi, this is Alex Pentin from Germany, Munich. This is a question for Jesse Spencer. Where are you from? Is it the real accent?
Hi, Alex. I'm from Melbourne, Australia, and yes, I have a real Australian accent.
I'm Dee Dee Bethurum from Seattle, and I just wanted to ask Omar Epps, you play a neurologist on the show. Does it creep you out to do brain surgery on TV?
Dee Dee from Seattle. How you doing? Yeah, it kind of creeps me out to do brain surgery. To play with it on set is cool, but then you go home thinking about what you've played with, and it kind of freaks you out, so stay healthy.
All right, well, it's checkout time for this edition of inFANity House. But doctor's advice, watch these outtakes, enjoy as needed, and don't forget to make an appointment to see us next time. For inFANity, I'm Lisa Joyner. We'll see you next time.
This is the job of the century. I come in maybe 2 or 3 days a week, do a scene, watch everyone sweat, and
go have lunch.
Go home and watch, Animal Cops Houston.
Aha!
Well, what sense is there going through life looking backwards?
I have pharyngitis with a touch of diplopia.
And we're going to give you some Accutabinol, and it'll clear it right up.
Thank you so much.
That's a different thing altogether.
That's it?
Yes.
Good.